You bought the 5.0 Coyote because it is the simple engine. No turbos, no intercooler. But does your Coyote have 5 specific failure points most owners never learn about until one sends them a bill they did not see coming? I went through every documented failure mode across all 4 generations and pulled real repair invoices from 2024 and 2025. What came back is not what the Bulletproof Coyote crowd wants to hear. 2 of these weak points cost over $4,000 if you miss the early warning. One of them is a 2-minute VIN check that could save you from a destroyed engine. There is also one that specifically affects your 2018 and newer 5.0. It is a design change that turns a normal leak repair into a permanent money drain if you fix it the wrong way. Before we get into it, drop your Coyote's year and mileage in the comments. I want to see what this audience is running, and that data goes into the follow-up video. Here is the failure sequence I found repeating across 5.0 cam phaser data. This is the one that separates owners who pay $250 from owners who pay $5,000. Your Coyote's variable cam timing system relies on oil pressure delivered through VCT solenoids to actuate your cam phasers. Those solenoids wear before your phasers do. When one starts failing, your engine produces a specific symptom, a cold start rattle that disappears in 15 to 30 seconds as oil pressure builds. That rattle is your engine's first warning that the VCT system is not getting what it needs at startup. Most 5.0 owners who hear it go straight to cam phaser diagnosis because that is what the forums say. But the forums are skipping a step. Your solenoid fails first. A VCT solenoid replacement on your 5.0 runs $150 to $300 parts and labor. A full cam phaser replacement on your engine, pulling your timing cover at 11 hours of labor, runs $4,500 to $5,000. Ford parts alone run about $2,500. And it gets worse. I pulled a real invoice from January 2025. A 2018 F-150 owner with 113,000 miles had been hearing the cold start rattle for 20,000 miles. He was quoted $5,000 for the phaser job. When the shop opened his engine, the passenger side VCT solenoid was the root cause. 20,000 miles of degraded solenoid had finally taken the phaser with it. If he had addressed his solenoid at the first rattle, his bill was $250. He waited. $5,000, same symptom. The only difference is which one you chase first. If your 5.0 rattles at cold start, do not assume phasers immediately. Check your VCT solenoids first. The passenger side is the more common failure. Have them tested before you authorize anything else. This next one is specific to your 2018 and newer 5.0. Knowing this before you authorize a repair could save you from paying for the same job twice. Ford changed the oil pan design starting with the 2018 5.0. The previous generation used a stamped steel pan with a conventional formed gasket. Your 2018 and newer 5.0 uses a composite pan sealed with RTV silicone. Getting a reliable RTV seal requires mating surfaces completely free of oil contamination. That is nearly impossible on an engine that drips oil for hours after every drain. The result is predictable. The leak gets fixed, comes back in a few thousand miles, gets fixed again. Here's where it gets interesting. I found multiple documented cases of owners having their composite oil pan resealed 4 and 5 times under warranty. The same leak returning, the same repair failing. The design does not allow the surface preparation the seal actually requires. Experienced shops and the F-150 community both point to one permanent fix. Replace your composite pan with an aftermarket aluminum oil pan. Aluminum pans use proper gaskets, can be cleaned to the standard a reliable seal requires, and do not repeat the leak cycle. A full aluminum pan replacement runs $400 to $650, depending on the pan and labor in your area. If your 2018 or newer 5.0 has an oil pan leak and you have already had it resealed once, do not reseal it again. You are buying a temporary fix on a permanent design problem. The aluminum pan ends the cycle for good. This is the specific piece of information I want you to have before you walk into your next service appointment, because it is the kind of thing that does not get volunteered. Your 5.0 Coyote has a quick connect T-fitting on your upper radiator hose. That fitting contains O-rings. Over time, driven by heat cycles and age and not just mileage, those O-rings dry out and shrink. Now, when they fail, coolant sprays across the front of your engine. It looks dramatic. It smells. It leaves staining across your engine bay. and it looks exactly like a failing water pump. Stay with me, because that distinction is worth real money to your wallet. A water pump replacement on your 5.0 runs $350 to $500 parts and labor. The T-fitting replacement runs $40 in parts and 30 minutes of your time. The difference is whether anyone checked the fitting first before diagnosing the pump. You will know it is the fitting and not the pump if the spray is coming from the hose junction area near the top of the engine rather than the weep hole at the pump. Pull the hose and inspect the O-rings. If they are cracked, shrunken, or hardened, that is your repair. Replace the entire connector and hose, not just the O-rings. The connector itself becomes brittle and will fail again if you try to reuse it. This is the kind of gap between what repairs actually cost and what you get charged that I go looking for specifically. Now you know it before you need it. This next one applies to your 2018 and newer 5.0, and it carries the most severe consequence of anything on this list if it progresses undetected. Ford eliminated the cast iron cylinder sleeves from the Generation 3 Coyote and replaced them with plasma-transferred wire arc spray-on bore liners. The result is lighter, harder cylinder walls with good performance characteristics when new. The problem is what happens when things go wrong inside your engine. Your 5.0 has a documented cold start noise owners call the Coyote tick, an irregular clicking that comes and goes. Ford says it is a normal operating characteristic. The mechanical explanation is piston slap, your piston skirt briefly contacting your cylinder wall. In severe cases, that produces scoring. Here is what is different about your Generation 3. When an iron-sleeved engine gets scored, a machine shop bores and hones it and installs oversized pistons. When your Generation 3's plasma-sprayed wall is scored, it cannot be rebored. The coating is too thin. Your repair is a new short block. This is where most people get it completely wrong. They hear Ford says it is normal, and they keep driving. The tick that comes and goes, fades with warm-up, and has been the same for 20,000 miles is probably fine. The tick that is consistent, does not fade, and has gotten louder, that deserves a compression test on every cylinder before you add more miles. A compression test runs $80 to $150. On a plasma-sprayed cylinder wall engine, that test is the difference between catching a developing issue early and walking into a short block situation you did not see coming. Your Generation 3 Coyote has walls that cannot be saved once they are gone. That fact alone makes the compression test one of the highest return diagnostic investments on your truck. This last one is not a maintenance item. This is not gradual. If your Coyote is a 2021 or 2022 model year, I want you to do one thing after this video. Go to Ford.com, enter your VIN, and check your recall status. It takes 2 minutes. The consequence of not doing it is complete engine destruction. Ford issued a recall in 2024 covering approximately 91,000 vehicles, F-150 and Mustang models from 2021 and 2022. Well, the issue is a metallurgical defect in your intake valves. The defect causes your valve to fracture during normal operation. When it breaks, it drops into your combustion chamber. The engine stalls instantly. The broken valve ricochets through the cylinder, your piston contacts it, and your engine is destroyed from the inside. The repair is a complete engine replacement. But don't stop there, because Ford issued a second recall in 2025 covering 64,000 of those same vehicles for improper repairs performed on the original recall. The fix did not always get done correctly the first time. If your 2021 or 2022 5.0 is in your driveway right now and you have not confirmed your recall status, do that check tonight. The repair is free. The check takes 2 minutes. The consequence of not checking is a destroyed engine on a truck you are still making payments on. That is not a worst-case scenario. That is what the federal safety data documents actually happening. Your VIN search on Ford.com will tell you in seconds whether your truck is in the affected population and whether the repair was completed correctly. Here is the straight version applied to your truck. Cold start rattle. Check your VCT solenoids before authorizing phaser work. 250 versus 5,000 depends on which one you chase first. 2018 and newer oil pan leak, returning after a reseal. Aluminum pan, not another RTV job. 400 to 650 ends it permanently. Coolant spray across your engine's front. Check the T-fitting O-rings before replacing your water pump. $40 versus $400. Persistent Coyote tick that does not fade with warm-up. compression test before you add more miles. Your Generation 3's walls cannot be rebored. 2021 or 2022 5.0. Check your VIN at Ford.com for the intake valve recall status tonight. Your Coyote is a strong engine. It is also one that punishes specific forms of neglect in specific, expensive ways. You now know exactly which 5 ways those are. And more importantly, you know the cheap fix that precedes the expensive one on every single item on this list. Drop your year and mileage in the comments and tell me which of these 5 you have already dealt with. I read every response, and your data shapes what this channel covers next. What you are seeing in the real world on your actual truck matters more than any forum post. Hit subscribe if this is the kind of straight data you want more of. And if you think engine weak points are the biggest financial risk in your 5.0, wait until we show you what the current private market data is doing to Coyote truck values right now in 2026. There is a specific mileage threshold where 5.0 F-150 resale values drop significantly, and it is not where most people think it is. That number matters to what your truck is worth today. That video is next week.